Hey Glow Getters, it's Lex from Esthetics. I'm a licensed esthetician and acne expert. I am doing my 10-part skincare routine that I did this morning. Starting with my first cleanse, I'm using the Face Reality Ultra Gentle Gel Cleanser, dampening my face and just working that in. And I am going to work that in. Always work your cleansers in for at least a full minute so that it really does its job. Use circular motions. If you need to, use your fingers to get in crevices like around your nose area, eyebrows, etc. But give a thorough cleanse, okay? And I am removing with damp sponges per usual. With every product that I apply that needs to be removed, I always use damp sponges. So yeah. And then the next step, number 2, we're doing a second cleanse. I'm using the Face Reality Barrier Balance Cleanser. It's a creamy cleanser. And I'm just doing the same thing, dampening my skin, getting some of that cleanser and working it in for a full minute. And then same thing with removal. Just take those damp sponges and use a little bit of pressure just to get everything off nice and clean. Step number 3, we're using the Face Reality Brighten-C mask, and I'm going to be using steam, obviously. I'm just going to apply that all over my face with a fan brush, kind of massage it in just a teeny bit because we're going to do Gua Sha with this mask on to work it in. So yeah, just get that evenly applied all throughout the face. I used the very last of this mask, and yeah, I'm not mad because there wasn't much product in it. And they recommend use a quarter size amount. I mean, the only person I know that can use a quarter size amount of a face mask all over their face is a baby, like a newborn. So yeah, anyway. We're just opening up those pores with the steam and applying the mask. And yeah, that's what we doing over here for step 3. Let's get into step 4. We are using the Gua Sha White Jade Basic Tool. This is part 1 of 6 of my Gua Sha facial massage that I am doing. I haven't done this in quite a while, and my face really needed it. And it's self-care day, self-care Saturday. I have to go to the aesthetic conference tomorrow and Monday, and I'm going to go to a Face Reality Acne Expert event. But you see, I'm just going around the curvatures of my face, trying to work out some of that fluid around my sinus area, and anything that feels like tense, I'm just wiggling it out and just using just slight pressure, mostly letting the stone do most of the work, but using a bit of pressure around my cheek and sinus area, especially to push that out and down. for lymphatic drainage and just to help my sinuses improve. And just gonna work that in. I use the flat side to kind of push it down too, and I kind of sculpt my face with the edges as well. So yeah, there is part 1 of me using the first stone. Now here is Gua Sha part 2, using my favorite mushroom tools, just putting a little more of that mask on. I'm gonna take a rose quartz and a jade mushroom tool, and I'm gonna use those to really get all of that fluid pushed down and out from my face and around my temples. Just go in circular motions with it, slight pressure. I'd say light to medium. I used more medium pressure. Went down my neck to drain everything. I love the mushroom tools. They're my absolute favorite. So I love to utilize them. I love doing Gua Sha. It's really fun. Going all over, just working that into the skin. My girl, my man's. Now I'm doing a part 3 of the Gua Sha with the rose quartz acupressure pen with a roller ball on the opposite end of the pointed end, which I absolutely am obsessed with. It helps you get in those little crevices, like your pressure points around your nose area, under your eyes, and under your eyebrow, above your eyebrow. It's just all around wonderful Gua Sha stone. Acupressure is awesome as a whole though. And then I like to just use the roller ball on just certain areas, like above the lip, around the chin, around the smile lines. I hit the pressure points around my sinuses, especially because I'm having issues with those just due to change of weather from traveling, and under the around the orbital bone, under the eyebrow, just all those little areas you'll see me hit, and just roll them around. Afterward, roll out the pressure if I feel anything like snappily or crackly or just anything that feels stiff, like it needs to be worked out. Part 4, I'm still doing the acupressure. I spray Circadia's Licorice and Bearberry brightening mist as the vitamin or the Brighten-C mask has been all worked into the skin with my other tools. So we're just using this mist and finishing off our acupressure Gua Sha. And the mists from Circadia are very thick in viscosity. I've done all of their education on Circadia University, and from what I've learned that their mists are actually not really toners, they're serums. So it's just, they're serums in a mist form, which I feel was ideal for working this in, especially after a mask. You want to use a serum. There is a little bit of an order to how you do your skincare routine. Not a little bit, it is an order that you should be doing. Like, you don't want to exfoliate first and then do everything just all over the place. SPF and then wash your face, like goofy stuff. But you know, people don't know everything. And then we have I believe this is part 5. I just kind of had a typo. This is part 5, and it is still step 4 of Gua Sha. I sprayed the Circadia Aloe and Calendula mist over my face, and I'm just going to continue that acupressure roll everything out, hit a couple other pressure points. It just feels so nice, and with the steam too, getting it all warmed up, it makes it a lot better. Massage, facial massage in particular, you need heat. You need to have some form of heat or warming active in it. So the heat is really useful. It also helps keep, if you're not using an oil, it keeps it moist and it keeps your pores open. So steam is a must, or just any form of heat, like I said. Just hitting the rest of those points, rolling out the tension, and yeah, I hold for about 15 to 30 seconds on my little pressure points. Did my third eye in the middle. I hit as many as I could, just the common ones that I normally hit. And then we have part 6. I'm still doing the rose quartz acupressure, just finishing it up. Did around my smile lines and my chin. Rolled that out. And that, I believe, is the last part. So 6 parts of my Gua Sha facial massage I did. Obviously, I don't have time to do this every day, but when I do get the chance, I really love it. And it is very nice for my face. It just looks less puffy. Now we're moving into step 5. This is the vitamin C serum that I infused. It is by Image Skincare. It is their Vital C serum, so it's a vitamin C serum. And I'm just applying that to my face, and I will be using an ultrasonic spatula to infuse that serum even deeper into my pores more efficiently and quickly. And I apply just a little bit of pressure. This is a BT-Micro from Biotherapeutics, so it's fancy Nancy. I used the setting serum, obviously, because it's a serum, on the high level. There's a low and a high. I always use the high level. And it gets worked in pretty fast. Okay, and for step 6, I'm going to have y'all listen first. I just wanted y'all to hear that sound. It's indirect high frequency to zap my blemishes. And now we're on step 7. It is moisturizing time, so I'm moisturizing with GlyMed Plus's Oxygen Cream. And I infuse this as well with the ultrasonic spatula, my BT-Micro. And just apply that all over, of course. And grab my BT-Micro. I put it on the cream setting, since this is obviously a moisturizing cream. And apply a bit of pressure. Do the same thing I did with the serum. Just infuse that into the skin deeper and more effectively, efficiently, and quickly, so that we can finish up the routine. We have step 8. It's SPF time, girl. Never want to skip out on this. I'm using Skin Better Science Tone Smart in SPF 75. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a tint to it. But I apply this all over my face, and yeah, it's my favorite SPF ever. I love the glow it gives, and the protection, of course, is always essential. So yeah. And then we have step 9. I'm using the Circadia Emergency Eye Lift. This has a lot of peptides in it. It is to tighten your eye area pretty much. So it gives you more of an awake look. And it also, if you have crow's feet or like under eye bags or under eye fine lines and stuff, it'll just tighten that right up instantly, and the effects last for 4 to 6 hours. So it's like, it just makes you wake up, I guess. It makes you look awake, is what I mean. And I apply that to the lids too. It doesn't really show too much on me due to the fact is I don't have a whole lot of crow's feet. But yeah. And then step 10, we're taking Grande Pout Plumping Lip Mask and applying that to our lips, working it in, and that is my 10-step morning skincare routine. Thank you.